Don't feel too bad, Alex. I think every one of us has a story about where Gerry asked us to do something and then turned into something bigger and something longer. And that's what he does. He collects people, but in a good way. Next up, I was told, and I'm not sure if there's anybody here, I was told that the Office of the President might be saying something. Is there anybody here from the Office of the President? No, I didn't think so. Okay, moving on. Even though Gerry has worn many hats over the years, the one consistent was that Gerry was synonymous with the scene shop here at Henry Ford College. Gerry has been in charge of and built some of the greatest sets on the stage. Gerry had a knack for turning ordinary things into magical landscapes. Yeah. Those of us who were fortunate enough to work with Gerry on these wonderful sets learn not only how to turn simple household items into something greater, but we also learn how to think outside the box. We learn how to approach a problem and find a creative solution for it, and how to adapt when your original idea didn't work out. These skills manifested in many different ways over the years for all of us, and we never anticipated, and I can personally say that it was these skills that I learned from working with Gerry that allowed me to be a successful combat medic in the military. Completely different skill sets, but also one and the same. The scene shop here at Henry Ford College will never be the same without Gerry, but the memory of his time here will be remembered for generations to come. So we are dedicating the scene shop here at Henry Ford College in Gerry's name. And this plaque will hang in the scene shop in remembrance of Gerry, for who knew him, and an inspiration for those yet to come. I give you the Gerald Jablinski Theatrical Scene Shop, putting the scene in mise en scene. So that brings us to a close of our event. Thank you everyone for coming and for the kind words and stories. I know if we had time, each one of us would have something to say about Gerry. As you leave here, take this opportunity to reach out to him. Say what you might have said to him today here. Call him, write him a letter, pay him a visit. Now as we leave here and head out back into the world, remember to be kind to each other and to drive safe. Thank you. We're gonna actually end with Gerry. Gerry wants to say something. Jim. Yeah. You want to move forward? Just a little bit. Okay. Say when.
Right light.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who attended today. I knew about the event for about 2 weeks, and it was billed as a little retirement party. And I've been having some tough times lately. And I didn't know, even as recently as last night, when one of my former students came to visit me, whether I'd be able to attend today. And then, as I came in through the double doors, I saw how many people were here. And so I want to thank you for that. And there was one thing that about the processes that we went through and the people who were engaged here and everything over these last 20 years or so that that didn't get mentioned. And I just want to make sure that the record is straight. I've had some really crappy days, and you've heard them, you've seen them, and I apologize for them. The arts have been my life since about grade 11, and I've had the fortunate ability to study with some wonderful artists. And my stubbornness and my lack of insight and my inability to adapt at times, I think needs to be noted as well. So thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for your dedication to theater or whatever other art forms you may be pursuing or pursue in your lives, whether that's as an avocation or professionally or a combination of both. And thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedules to do that. I'm going to be released from Heartland Medical Center on Thursday if I do not have a further complication. And I know I haven't been returning all of my phone calls and texts. I apologize for that. And then I'll be going into some form, I'm not sure, of long-term care. And so I'll make sure that Jim and some other people have that address and my personal email, since that will be no longer valid very shortly. I mean, the professional email will no longer be valid shortly. So once again, I thank you very much for everything that you've done and all the things that you've offered to the world of theater and to your communities. You've been wonderful to work with. I've learned something from all of you. And from some of you, I've learned a great deal. So, I want to thank you for everything that you've given me in return. Thank you.
Love you, Gerry. Love you forever. Love you, man. Love you.
Thank you. I know some of us have to scoot because we have shows tonight. But if you want to, of course, say hi to Gerry. And thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming.
Amen. Thank you. Ooh, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll tell you.